Let's go out and test these nails. My plan is to have nobody knows which nail's which, and don't look at them. But when you pull them out, I know which is which, and just take a turn and pull out a nail. Try to pull them out the same, pull as what you do with each one. So let's go out here and take a look. We're testing the ring shank nails, vice versa the nails that don't have, or just regular nails. So
just trying to see
ring
the comparison.
Ring shank versus the regular nails.
There's definitely not a huge difference.
There's really not a.
Maybe if we go into like deck boards where it's like a full inch.
That's why I put it in the pallet behind it.
Oh, there isn't too. I couldn't really tell a difference. But just because you add force to it doesn't mean it's not going to hold better in a wind event or something like that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It also makes a difference when you get your these little barbs, if they stay sticking or not.
So I don't know if it's one of those things that also would expand the tracks a little bit. Does it over time get wider or narrower? I don't know. I do know this. I mean, it's very obvious that when you go on to you take a siding nail, a ring shank siding nail, smooth shank or ring shank, there's a huge difference. Because oftentimes you're pulling it through the plywood. You're not pulling the nail out. If you're ripping up plywood, pull right through the plywood. The head goes through the plywood.
So it's just probably not as noticeable with smaller nails, but it's still there.
It's the short nails, and it's not like it's a huge difference, but.
Right.
I guess my question is to all of us is like, well, if we don't see a big difference, we're paying about $10 more a box. So is it worth it?
It's still a ring shank. I'm sure the hold is better.
It's definitely a selling feature.
Mike's opinion about it.
When I do repairs, I can tell the difference. A lot of times the nail head will pull off. And I don't know if they're in a rafter or not. That makes a big difference.
Well, it makes a difference if it's like on any kind of nail, if it's on your deck boards.
Anything to differentiate.
Yeah, I think
in your opinion, it's worth
it's kind of a selling point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about natural processes versus a hammer and crowbar. You know, like
Right.
It could make a big difference in the natural process.
Absolutely.
Which one's the ring shank now?
Top one.
Now that definitely pulled out harder than the top one, but I don't know if it's just my imagination. I thought that right away.
The first one, when I pulled it, I'm like, man, that's got to be a ring shank nail just before it ever came out, because pulling so many nails out. But at the same time, I wasn't really sure because it was not a huge difference.
But again, nail pops on a roof, right? They come up just like a little bit, quarter inch. That prevents just a quarter inch that makes a difference.
But the nail pops typically are not because they're popping up. It's because they weren't installed correctly.
But they back out too.
They will on some
situations.
Some situations. But I tend to agree too that initially they probably weren't down all the way.
Right.
Boards are a little more like 1x6 boards are old boards. There's just so many different variations. I don't even know how to describe it, but we see more pop nails on old boards, old plywood. I guess you would say.
If
It's
it
like
hits in
hardwood.
between, if it hits in between the boards, that's where I'm seeing nail pops.
That's the importance of sheeting the whole thing. If we have a roof with, especially if it's not tongue and groove, old boards, and you have gaps, 1/4 to 3/8 inch gaps, you almost have to sheet the whole thing. Just figure on that in right away, because if we would give a 10-year workmanship warranty, those nails are going to be, some places those nails are going to be hitting a dead spot, and the nails will back out and you have leaks.
Yeah,
in the
if you have
future.
boards, do not give a 10-year workmanship warranty.
That's what happened. It was in between the two boards. I could tell it didn't hit me. When I re-nailed it, I just moved the nail up and it was fine.
Your decking is very important.
But if there's a 20% difference in how it holds, that's a big difference.